Assalamu alaikum guys and welcome to Techmo TV, and today I'll be explaining to you guys what a region is and what a zone is. And I've been thinking a lot on how to simplify this process so it's easier for me to understand and explain it to you guys as well. So one way I come up with, and this is just something experimenting, is using real world examples. I feel like using real world examples simplifies these abstract ideas and it just makes it easier for everyone involved to understand. So what is a region? Well, the book definition of a region is actually very confusing. Let me read that to you guys right now. A specific geographical location where users can deploy cloud resources. That's not helpful. If I were to tell you this definition of a region, you'd be lost, just like I was. So to simplify what a region is an area with bunch of zones. Now, to understand a region, I want you to think of a state. Now, let's use an example. Let's say we live in an area where there's no Walmart, and we know there's a Walmart in the neighboring states, right? So how would we get to that Walmart? How would we put that in a GPS so it can take us to that Walmart? Well, we will specify a state. So a region is basically a state with bunch of zones. Now, to simplify what a zone is like a city. It is a cluster of data centers in a small location together within a region. Now, if I want to go to a Walmart, I would have to tell my GPS, okay, take me to this state in this city to this Walmart. So the Walmart that we want to go inside of is equivalency of a resource. That would be like my servers, that would be my storage, my RAM, my GPU, my CPU, all the other resources within Google Cloud. That Walmart represents those resources. So I hope that was informative. I hope that helped you guys out. If this is what you're here for, I hope that was helpful. But now we're actually going to go into the Google console and look at what this stuff really is. This will give us a more of a hands-on understanding rather than just a conceptual theoretical understanding. So let's jump into that right now. First, we'll start off by going to cloud.google.com. Then we're going to click console on the right hand side. What we want to do is click on the hamburger menu, go to compute engine, and VM instances. Now in my next video, I'll explain to you guys what all this is. For now, I'm just trying to show you guys regions, zones, and all the other good stuff within the console. Create a new instance. Name, we'll just leave it that. We're not actually going to create anything. Now right here, this is the most important part right here. When you're creating a virtual machine or anything, it's going to ask you region. Region, we want to know is the state. Now, going back to my Walmart example, if we're living in California, do we want to go to a Walmart in New York, or do we want to go to a Walmart that's in Texas? Obviously, we want to go to a Walmart that's in Texas because it's so much closer. It might take us 4 or 5 hours, but if we go to New York, that's going to take us a few days. You want to select the region that's closest to your customer base, not you. You have nothing to do with this. You're providing a resource, so you want to specify a region that is closest to your customer base. Let's say you live in New Jersey and bulk of your customers are in Louisiana. You would not choose a region that is in New Jersey because for your customers to access that data in New Jersey, it's gonna take longer. So you want to choose a region that's closest to Louisiana, so they have speed, reliability, and low latency. So they're accessing your information, your website, quick and conveniently. That's what you want to specify. So right here, you could see these are all the regions and all the places. And there's quite few of them, right? So this is in America. So we have one in North Virginia, Orange, Los Angeles, Salt Lake City, Las Vegas. So we have all of these areas. Let's say, for example, look at that, it was already selected. So we can just say like South Carolina, whichever is closest to the customer that we're trying to serve, we just pick that. For now, I'm just gonna pick Orange just for the hell of it. So now we know in Orange there's that. Now as you can see, the zones themselves are very close to each other. So whichever you pick, it won't have that much effect on your customers, on your liability, or any of that nature. So you can pick any one of these. I'll pick US Western 1B. So it really doesn't matter which one you pick. You can pick Western C, Western A. You could do some Google searches to find out which is the closest to your customer base. But at the end, it really doesn't matter because all the zones are identical and they provide the same amount of speed and all the other good stuff. So it doesn't really matter which one you choose, but pick one, make sure you get the region right. Region is the most important thing you need to get right, because if you choose a region that's way off, the access to your application is going to be 10 times slower. So get the region right. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was informative. Very quick video showing you guys the console. I won't create this server instance yet, and I'll explain more about what compute engine is and all the other good stuff in the next video. But I hope you guys have a conceptual, theoretical, and a overall better understanding of what a region is, what a zone is. If I messed up on my explanation, tell me, so in the future videos I can do a better job, or maybe if I really messed up, I'll just recreate this video. But as you guys understand, I'm learning this stuff and teaching this to you guys at the same time, so we both are in this journey together. Let's go learn the next lesson, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.